Hello, everybody. This is your coach for the Miami Masterpieces Oro. Very excited for this game. Just kick it off right away. Honestly, I'm going to try and do a belly drum Como stuff. It does super well into his team. The only mon that can really guaranteed live and attack is Max Fizdef Swalot. Which is not what I don't think he's going to want to rely on a Swalot for this. Drain Punch and Shadow Claw absolutely nukes literally his entire team, and it's not so hard for me to set up on this Pokemon on this team either. He has Cinderace, which Como does pretty solid job of just walling, besides high jump kick. I think it 2-hit KOs with Pyro Ball if I were non-neutral even. So if I weren't Terra Fire and I Terra it into normal or something and he clicked Pyro Ball, then I don't even think that does 50% of my health, but I could be wrong on that. We also just outspeed his entire team with Salak Berry, and just Shadow Claw hits Latias and Drift Blim. Drain Punch hits everything else besides Swallow. Healing's nice too. Subbing up is super easy. Plus we have support in the back for Como, so it can even more easily do it. But really what this thing's main goal is if it cannot sweep, it's just going to break down the entire team, make it very easy for my two offensive Pokemon to just clean it up. We also have near max Fizdev Zapdos, but we're not running any electric coverage this game. This is because the most annoying Pokemon for me to face with this team probably is Iron Boulder, Ursaluna, and Diancie. So I was like, okay, well, I really want Terra Water, or I want Water Attack on Zapdos, but you can't just fit that. So I decided, I can do offensive Rain Dance, almost offensive. I mean, the special attack isn't exactly low, but, pretty offensive, all things considered. Hurricane hits everything neutrally and just kills certain things. Weather Ball is actually a guaranteed OHKO on not max HP Ursaluna, so it just can't be AV, and Weather Ball is always a guaranteed KO, and we always have Roost just for nice healing. This might bite me in the back if I need to, excuse me if you hear any thunder. But yeah, it might bite me in the back if I have to switch into a physically offensive Pokemon just because I'm in a poor position. But even this spread is able to live 2 Pyro Balls from Cinderace, so I'm hoping it won't be the worst thing. I always live 1 Mighty Cleave from Iron Boulder if it isn't Terra Rock or Stellar. And nothing else can really guarantee an OHKO on it besides maybe max special attack or Blood Moon from Ursaluna, which isn't the most reliable move in the world because you can only use it once every other turn. But I mean, that's the idea for Zapdos, and I'm very excited for it. Guaranteed 100% accurate Hurricanes is super cool. Powerful Weather Balls, and I'm super excited for Popos, the Zapdos. Next we have Lupin, the Azumarill. Choice Bandit. Sorry, this move, I want to click this move so bad, but I don't think there's going to be a chance for me to click it, so we're not even going to talk about it. That would only, I guess we can't talk about it actually, that would only be for momentum. If we were to Misty Explode on something like Zarude, we can pretty safely go into Como. If we Misty Exploded on Fortress coming in to try and wall Azumarill, even that's pretty free Como. But that's the move, that's the reason for Misty Explosion. Other than that, Liquidation and Play Rough are the most powerful moves that I possibly could bring into this guy's team. Play Rough has three resists: Swalot, Fortress, and Cinderace. Cinderace ain't no switch in. Fortress is going to switch into Liquidation, and Swalot can't switch into Liquidation, so I mean that doesn't work. And then Liquidation's switch-ins are Zarude and Paldean and Tauros, and they're both going to get nuked by Play Rough, so it's very hard for him to switch into this mon. Aqua Jet's obviously just priority, but I didn't need Knockoff or Ice Pit or anything, so that's why I slapped Misty Explosion on here anyways for decent momentum if I can ever find a reason to click that move. We also have Bastet the Weavile, Choice Scarf with Foul Play in case Iron Boulder gets out of hands. If he doesn't tear into a type that resists Dark, then that's an OHKO if he has Swords Dance up. And if not, then I always just click Knockoff first if he's not Booster. And if he is Booster, I click Foul Play anyways. Triple Axle's just nice move into him. Honestly, this mon has a similar thing with Azumarill. It's just way weaker, but I really only needed these 3 moves, so I also fit Baton Pass here for extra momentum again, and that's for Paldean Tauros more than it is Fortress. If I, I mean, Fortress too is always nice. If I can Baton Pass on Fortress, I always go Como. If I Baton Pass on the Tauros coming in, then I can go Zapdos, Azumarill, Espeon, as we'll look at right now. Espionage the Espeon with Terra Fairy. Como is Terra Fire, by the way, in case you didn't catch that. Terra Fairy Espeon with Dazzling Gleam. If I don't Terra, Dazzling Gleam is still a 25% roll onto Iron Boulder most of the time, so it can't do any substitute shenanigans into my Reflect dual screens Espeon with T-Wave. Magic Bounce also stops those hazards that are really bad into me. If I can, if they do get up, they're pretty gnarly. Makes it way harder for these two to do anything. If I tear it already with Como and I swapped out, it's harder for him to do anything. But this is also super nice into his team. It outspeeds everything besides Latias, Cinderace, and Iron Boulder. Iron Boulder and Cinderace I'm going to switch out on anyways. Latias is a speed tie, and it's not necessarily going to be able to 2-hit KO me or 1-hit KO me, I don't think, unless it's like Specs Draco, and obviously it doesn't want to log itself into that with when I'm Terra Fairy. And then Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam hits this team surprisingly hard. Again, the two Pokemon that have been giving me the most trouble have been Fortress and Swallow, hilariously, when it comes to defensive ability, because most of the time they're going to go Fizz Def and they resist Fairy, so... But also, I guess he has Cinderace, but Cinderace can't swap into a Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam very easily. It's just not going to work. If you're wondering why I'm not alluring Voice, it's mainly because I want to chip down Iron Boulder's substitutes first, so that Weavile can come in. If he's Terra Water or something, then I can't triple Axle it reliably. So I'd wanted to be able to break his sub so I can click a different move instead. But that's less so. If he isn't Terra Water, then, triple Axle is going to put in decent work. And then finally, we have Sinistra, Masterpiece form with Matcha Gotcha, Nightshade, Strength Zap, and Memento. Got nice momentum with Memento. Always can be clicked onto like anything, really. Matcha Gotcha does so much damage to a lot of his team, and the Nightshade's just really nice chip into everything. And that's my main move of hitting Sarud, because other than that, it only has Terra Blast in order to hit Sarud, so I can't do any Calm Mind things, and the Strength Step just makes it impossible to break through this thing if it's in healthy, and plus Leftovers makes it even harder. I'm sure you notice Reflect Light Screen, that's mostly just, it's obviously nice to have, but that is to try and ensure that Como can set up on basically his entire team. It even turns Blood Moon from Ursaluna into I think it only does 50-something%, so potentially it becomes possible for me to just click Belly Drum on that at that point, which is so scary for his team. And I mean, that's the team. I mean, I'm mostly excited for his Azumarill to pop off. If this thing can get going, I don't know how he stops it, but it just seems a little risky. I have had it pop off before, but it was a little particular, so don't see that happening again, but it would be so cool if I can get it to go. And then Choice Banded Azumarill just looks so ridiculous into his team. I'm super excited about this game, so we're just going to move right on to the battle. See you guys there. What's good, everyone? All right, let's do this. I am more scared of his Iron. Shit, I'm not gonna get Terra. Okay, I didn't get the right music. He does not have Iron Boulder. He told me he has only Terra Stellar Driftblim. This guy is spooky. He has Latias, which I didn't expect, but I suppose it's bound to be scary. Espeon outspeeds literally everything besides Latias, which is a speed tie, and Cinderace. And Cinderace I just go Zapdos on. So if I can get an Espeon sweep, I'm so glad I have Shadow Claw and Como, by the way. If I can get Espeon to get up screens and para things, then that's looking mighty good for me. So we're just gonna lead Espeon right away. Very nervous. And for not much of a good reason, to be honest. I think I have a good matchup here. Weavile maybe it's unnecessarily scarfed here, but it is nice, I suppose, for other scarfs. It punishes Scarf Lottie arguably punishes Scarf Cinderace. I guess I can get a knockoff on, or like a foul play, or I guess Trailblazer Flame Charge Cinderace plus SD or something maybe. Maybe that I could break through. Because I do have the foul play. Weavile looks kind of mediocre other than that because of the Paldean Tauros, which is like the biggest counter for it ever. Dude, Terra Stellar Drifblim is hilarious. I'm kind of hoping it like pops off. If I lose to Terra Stellar Drifblim, I will not be mad. You won't know that. I'll mauled, but I hob. Okay, Cinderace, which is easily the worst one for me, but I get to see what it is. I go hard Zapdos right away. There's little reason to not do that. I guess I could get a Reflect Up, but I'm pretty sure Espeon always drops to like any random coverage move that Cinderace has. Like U-turn's dropping. Pyro Ball, it dies. So like I definitely switch to Zapdos, which shouldn't take more than 50% from the Pyro Ball. If he U-turns, that's a chance for a T-Wave. He's gonna gunk. He's gonna miss. That's definitely unfortunate. Oh, he didn't miss. He didn't miss. My bad. Okay. Yep. That's a bad para, or a bad poison. It's not good at all. I do not drop to another one, luckily. He's likely to just... Oh, maybe I do drop to another one. Did my leftovers not heal more than the poison? I didn't know that that's how that worked. So he clicked Gunk Shot? What? I could go... I have to stay in, I think. I took so much damage from that too. Into Zapdos? Gunk Shot's doing 52 max. That didn't... I mean, that looked like 52 to me though. It always drops with the poison. I could pray that he misses, or I could go... I would have to go Sinistra if anything. Preserving Zapdos would be nice. Alright, I'm gonna accidentally click Weather Ball, I guess. Ooh, he switched though, so maybe that's fine. I forgot to click a button. Hardis, which is going to be the Ursaluna. I could have clicked Rain Dance there. It's not gonna do anything, but it does let me click Roost on it once to get back some HP. I could click Roost. I could click, and like I could hard switch to something. Does Ursaluna ever have a chance to kill? I mean, Espeon? Not with a Hyper Voice or anything. I could Roost once up. The Blood Moon's gonna do a lot of damage to Zapdos, but Zapdos has been kind of neutered by that poison. He is gonna click Blood Moon. That's actually a bad thing to live there. Potentially. Zapdos isn't outspeeding much of his team besides Drifblim. Let's click... We could click Rain Dance one time. Let's click Hurricane once. Just to get Chip. He's gonna Vacuum Wave, which I don't think... Okay, I wasn't sure that would kill, but he does have Vacuum Wave. And it's good that we get to see him show us that. You're going straight into Espeon. Espeon does have a chance to drop to Blood Moon. It's a very high chance as well. So we are going to click Light Screen once. I think he would attack. The worst thing he could do would be to go Cinderace right now. He is going to switch. That's not Cinderace though. Doing a rude. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna click reflect one time because I should always live an attack unless it's banded. But I want to die fast anyways. So we're gonna click reflect once. He's not scarfed. He doesn't look choice banded, but that does look like it's more offensive and with potentially an item as well. But I don't think I think he might have high rolled me. 258. That looks kind of like a high roll to me. We are going to T-Wave. So now he's slow. He is going to attack. Maybe he'll U-turn. Okay, he's going to U-turn. It's fine. We go straight into Como. So I don't think he has a single thing that he could go out into. That is scary for me. But we get to see what he goes out into as well. He doesn't have Iron Boulder. Cinderace could potentially be scarfed, right? Which does outspeed Como, but I'm also Terra Fire, so he has to click Gunk Shot into me, which is unreliable at best. Unreliable at worst, and you know, kind of dangerous at best. I'm so curious what he goes out into here. Johnny Rockets, which is the Latias, as I thought. I'm gonna go into Como. If I Terra Fire on this, I can Belly Drum. I can actually sub and Belly Drum, probably. Let's go. I could go Sinistra technically. Let's just go Como, I think. It would be bad if he's like choice specs or something. Because he'll do a lot of damage even through the light screen. He'll be doing 50-something%. Yeah, let's just go Como. I think we can Terra. I mean, we have to Terra. Otherwise, we risk the Draco Meteor. How many turns of this do we have? I think we Terra Fire and we click Belly Drum. Because the worst thing that could possibly be the case is if he's choice specs, which doesn't make sense. So let's just do it. Because I guess he could click Surf. But what does he have? I guess Surf hits Iron Treads, but even that doesn't do 50%, even if he's choice specs through the light screen. Oh, he's Trick. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. That's fine, actually. I think that's potentially fine. That's so annoying though. We get to potentially we're switching out, obviously. We're going straight out into Sinistra, I think. No, we have to go Azu. I think we lost this just based off of that. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. We obviously don't do that. We obviously go Azu. We have to switch though. He's gonna click Draco. He's gonna miss, which is bad for him, but it's fine for me. We know he's Salak Berry, and Salak Berry is just never gonna live a knockoff, so we always click it. Nothing can switch into that at all because it loses its item. We have a Paralyzed Zarude, a Paldean Tauros that will hopefully lose a Rocky Helmet or something. It's a lot of damage there. It doesn't look Fizz Def then. That was crit. Okay, maybe it's Fizz Def. You lose its leftovers. You get to go hard into Sinistra. The only thing that Tauros could do to Sinistra is Lash Out. And Lash Out's not going to do anything through screens, first off. That was just a really dumb play by me to go straight into Kommo-o. The only one on the team at that point was Latias, and that was the only one that would be bad for me. At that point. Sinistra, he's going straight out into Zarude, maybe? That's Cinderace, who I just clicked Strength Sap on. So he's gonna have to, well, he can't do anything to me, to be honest. I could have gone Azumarill there. Okay. That did 0. Okay. Sinistra does a decent amount to Cinderace. Matcha Gacha's doing 21 something %. I mean, Nightshade's I clicked it again, didn't I? I accidentally clicked A. Huh. I guess that's fine. That way he can't switch to anything. So he was scarfed on Latias, and now he isn't. So that's actually fine. Because we know Scarf Latias wasn't likely very, very offensive. And Kommo-o's Shadow Claw is doing 50 something % to Scarf Latias. So I can stay in and I can click, or I can go back out into it and click Shadow Claw reliably. Does 50% to Ursaluna, does a lot to his entire team. Even Drifblim. He's gonna switch back out, which means it's probably a good thing that I clicked Strength Sap there. Taco Bell, it's gonna be Drifblim. Yep. Maybe it wasn't, it obviously wasn't a good thing that I clicked it there. We can go pretty safely into Weavile, I want to say. Although he could potentially go for a burn, which is not fun. It is Stellar. Into Sinistra. Stellar Shadow Ball, not through Light Screen. We'll always to Oko. I could go potentially Kommo-o, I think. Because I'm assuming he's not Shadow Ball and he'd be Hex or something instead, which would do 50%. I can at least get Chip off with Shadow Claw. Let's just do that. Okay. He's gonna hard switch into Zarude. Okay. We're gonna Drain Punch on Zarude because that way he can't knock off and he's not gonna click Power Whip. In fact, he's likely to click to just switch. I think I Shadow Claw actually, because he's gonna switch, and I have to make a read. The best move that he would be Knock Off, and he doesn't want to get rid of my Scarf because it neuters my set. He's gonna stay in though. Okay, whatever. I hope you kill me. Okay. He's staying in. He's probably Swords Dance then. Because there's no way he wants to click Knockoff onto me. I don't need my Choice Band very much anymore. It's nice, but it's not gonna like safely nab me any kills that I didn't already get. I have to go into Sinistra, I think. But does Sinistra die to a +2 knockoff? It does. I could go into Weavile. I don't need its Scarf anymore. Losing the chip is bad for Ursaluna. Oh, that's bad. That's not good for him. I'm so sorry about that, man. I'm gonna click Baton Pass for when he goes out into Tauros. Because there's no way he stays in. You just lose the Zarude. Okay, he's staying in. I'm going back out into Como, I guess. I could have gone into Sinistra there, actually, because I realized he's paralyzed. Jeez, I'm so sorry, dude. It's been kind of non-issues for you, at least. Latias is still taking a lot from a Choice Scarfed Shadow Claw. I could just Drain Punch for 20%. To at least heal me a little bit. I'm just gonna click Drain Punch. It's obvious that he could go out into either Latias or Driftblim. I guess he was just letting it go there, which is fine by me, I suppose. Okay, he's gonna stay in now. He's gonna lose his HP. Oh my god. That's insane, dude. I just clicked Drain Punch again. He goes Driftblim, it's fine. I mean, it was obvious that I should have swapped there. Yeah, he goes Driftblim. Really, it really wasn't that fine. But it's not a big deal either. If he clicks Wisp, that's kind of annoying. I could go Azumarill. My Azumarill is gonna do a lot to Driftblim. This variation's max offense Driftblim takes 100 million% from Play Rough. I don't need the Scarf. I suppose I don't really need its damage as much anymore either. Let's go Weavile, I suppose, because Azumarill's super nice still. And damage-wise, I mean, like, I don't want to get burned if I can help it. Got a Temper Flare. That's actually crazy. It's a crazy move. I'm gonna triple Axle. He doesn't have a switch in for it. As long as I don't miss. He is gonna switch though. Okay, he's gonna go Tauros, I'm assuming. That was Zarude. Okay. We're gonna see what move I locked myself into. If he goes Ursaluna, I go back out into Homo, I think. Man, I completely forgot that Latias could do Scarf stuff. I always expect like max Fizdef, and then against my team, I didn't think Scarf is that annoying, but it really is. So I got to keep that in mind for the future. It completely neuters Clodsire, Sinistra, Zapdos. It's gonna go into Cinderace, which isn't really a switch. Especially, I just go Como, to be honest. Because I'm Scarfed too. It's gonna do like 50% my triple Axle if I were to go for it. I just go Como, I think. And I probably click Shadow Claw, to be honest. Gonna U-turn. That's not good for him. Doesn't really have anything that he can go into reliably. Is that physical drift bloom? Is that what that is? The speed boost is really what my team wanted on this Como, but if I can get the belly drum off with it, you know, it's only good. Only good things can happen. His team is just naturally way faster than Como at this point, and there's no way for me to remove it either. Going on to Batte and Tauros. Could go hard Azu this time, and I think I will, because he does not have a switch in to play rough. He might go for Lash Out, I think is what the move that Tauros gets is. And Azumarill has not hit the field, but if it can, you know, this play rough is going to hurt anything that can come in. It's going to 2-hit KO Cinderace, it's going to 2-hit KO Ursaluna. Yeah, it's gonna nuke it. 62% minimum. Tauros, can I just click Liquidation on this? Not really. I mean, actually from this range, I might be able to just click Liquidation 2 times. Unless he bulks up, and then I obviously click Play Rough. Hard into Azumarill. Let's see what he goes for. This isn't over yet. He's gonna withdraw. He's gonna switch, which is fine for me actually. It's kind of what I want. Johnny Rockets, that is the Latias, who I'm just gonna click Play Rough on. I just click Play Rough. I don't think about it, because he would go Cinderace most times. That's Paldean Tauros, which is gonna drop, which I'm fine with. I am glad that I can remove Paldean Tauros. Because now he has no answer to Weavile at all, besides Ursaluna Blood Moon coming in after I kill something. Or after I, you know, nuke Cinderace. Although I just click Knockoff from here on out. So not even Cinderace can really switch in, which means Ursaluna can't really switch in. Although he doesn't have a switch in now. Again, Drift Bloom, I am -1 now, so I gotta take that into account. It means I'm gonna be doing 72% or 76% with my Play Rough to Drift Bloom. Ursaluna, I think Como's not healthy enough to live a Blood Moon. Okay, he's going to go back out into Cinderace. I do not have a switch into this anymore. Besides, maybe Sinistra can? I don't even think I took 50% from a Power Ball, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think I can go Sinistra. Click Strength Sap. Because he has a very high attack team. Get to see if he goes for the Gunk Shot, which he does. Potentially he misses. He's not going to miss though. That did a lot of damage, but Pyro Ball is not going to be able to pick me off from this range, and I'm just going to click Strength Sap on it. Nothing can come in and threaten me right away. The Azumarill can just click Liquidation from here on out. That is the Latias, who, as we saw already, was Scarfed and already tricked away its item. That means I can just click Nightshade, probably. I mean, I'm gonna get to max HP now. I could hard switch into Como, but Ursaluna is still alive, which makes that not something I really want to do. I'm gonna click Nightshade once. Gonna Mist Ball. So I actually find that very strange. Very strange indeed. -1, I'm gonna get back like 100 HP. I probably just let this thing go down. It's not very helpful anymore. Like, yeah, it's good for Ursaluna as like a one-time switch. I could go out into Como just to get extra chip, so it's never a switch into Azumarill's liquidation. Yeah, let's try and go out into it, I think. It's still a one-time pivot out into for the Cinderace. It's actually not really. Let's just click Nightshade again in case he goes for the Mist Ball. Still, yeah, he's gonna go for the Mist Ball. So we live that barely, and Nightshade's gonna put it out into range for liquidation from Azumarill. Or really any move, actually, besides Como. Actually, two Drain Punches might kill it from this range. Gonna miss his Draco. Oh god, dude, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm getting so lucky. That's gonna be a Salac Berry. I guess maybe he wanted it to do that, but I just go Azumarill after this thing drops now, and I click Aqua Jet. And Aqua Jet, I think, 2-hit KOs his entire team. Yeah. It's gonna be faster than my entire team right now. I could go out into Como, actually, if I don't want to play risky, but I think even that's risky. I just go Azumarill, and I just click Aqua Jet. Man, he's Trailblaze on Drifblim. I'm just curious. Like, or not Trailblaze, Temper Flare? Did he have to be max offense for that to do anything to Weavile? Yeah, that was like max attack. And like a weird roll. I Aqua Jet once to see damage. Kind of pray he doesn't burn me, but I think it burns okay. Use Terra Stellar. It's still so hilarious. I'm sad I couldn't click Misty Explosion, but there was just never a reason to, literally ever. If this is like a max offensive Drifblim or whatever, Aqua Jet has a chance to just 2-hit KO. If he's Fizz Def, it's doing 33, 29. Potentially a 3-hit KO then, but I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he can be max Fizz Def. That's potentially a 2-hit KO. He's gonna Terra Blast. It's not gonna do a lot, is it? No. And now I'm not really afraid of anything else. Again, that's potentially a roll for the Aqua Jet to kill. Okay, he's gonna be -1 in both offenses. Can Weavile live any attack? The Temper Flare does 120 max. There's a roll that Weavile lives that attack. So we're just gonna go into Weavile. He's gonna Strength Sap, which is fine. Because a triple axle at -1, still almost a chance to just kill. And I'm not gonna click Knockoff. I'm gonna triple axle. It's always going to put it out back into range for the Aqua Jet to kill at least. He has no switch-ins. Cinderace is the only one. And if he goes out into Cinderace, I at least... it loses its Sash, if that's something it's carrying as well. Ursaluna could come back out, but it's going to drop to the Aqua Jet then after. He's going to withdraw. He's going to go out into Cinderace, I imagine. That's the Ursaluna, which doesn't have a chance to die, but it is going to be put into Aqua Jet range, or even Drain Punch range. I just click Triple Axle again. Maybe he thinks I'll switch, but there's no reason for me to switch at this point. Yeah, I guess there is justification for me to switch, but Scarf, okay. He's gonna take out Weavile from that range. We are gonna go back out into Zoomeril every time. We're always gonna click Aqua Jet. There's a reason, there's justification for me to click Liquidation, but Ursaluna is gonna do too much to Azu. So I always click Aqua Jet because he can't switch. He has to go. I guess he could go Cinderace if that's deemed less valuable to him. The double immunity is nice. Okay, he's gonna let Ursaluna go down though. You can't go out into Cinderace right now. I have to go Komao at least this one time, because no, he doesn't do a lot of damage, but he does still have Strength Stat. So I want to position myself into a place where Cinderace can't win for him, because it's gonna be knocked out by the Aqua Jet, and Drifloon can't because it'll drop to the Aqua Jet as well after Komao hits it with a Shadow Claw. He's gonna Terra Blast as well. Gonna do a lot of damage. We are gonna get one strong Shadow Claw off. Cinderace is gonna take two of them as well, and that would force him to switch. Okay. He's gonna Strength Stat, so he's putting him in a weird position though. Because Shadow Claw does have an increased crit chance, slightly increased, so it would be what, 12.5%, not 25% or anything like that. So if we can get lucky with the Shadow Claw crit, then that's really nice. At some point, he's gonna have to take out Komao as well. Oh, we got the crit! Oh my gosh, we got the crit. I don't know how much that matters because eventually he's gonna start losing his offenses, and so am I. So he's gonna get less healing over time. That was maybe the best crit I could have gotten. It's like also at the same point, not necessarily the biggest thing I could have ever gotten, but it is. It was super valuable either way. This is slightly enough HP for him to pivot out into Cinderace. Ooh, super close game. Oh my gosh. At the same time, he doesn't want to go Cinderace right away because if he is sashed, he loses that. I think he's banded though. And Cinderace wants to be as healthy as possible. I imagine he switches. I think switching is easily the best thing he could do here. It preserves it. Okay, yeah, he switches. Cinderace. It is going to take 2 Shadow Claws, but I don't think they're going to do very much damage. No. We just click Shadow Claw again, and maybe fish for the crit, or pray that he goes for Pyro Ball or something. Gonna go for the Gunk Shot. I guess we hope he misses. He's not gonna miss though. It's a much more offensive Drifblim. Can Azumarill come in? No, I have to go Azu. And I have to click Aqua Jet. He's poison type right now is the thing. Gunk Shot's easily gonna take me out. It's gonna do 105%. I can hope that he misses and go for the liquidation. And then maybe it's a roll for Aqua Jet to kill. It's not into Azumarill or this Cinderace because it's poison type, but 2 will kill it. I have to pray for a miss either way if I want to try and win this, but it depends on which angle would win me easier. I think the Aqua Jet angle does. Pray? Miss the Gunk Shot? Ah, there we go. Okay. Dude, that was so unfortunate. I don't know why I went Como. I just completely forgot he could click Choice Scarf there. And the Drifblim not dropping to 2 Aqua Jets killed me in the end. Like, the fact that it barely lived meant that whatever EVs he had in it put me in a terrible range. That, like, it was probably best for me to click Aqua Jet there, but that looked like it did just over 49%. Or something like that. So if I lost to the Aqua Jet chip there, that would have been terrible. I could have swapped on the Ursaluna. I suppose that would have been my win con there, but like, geez, that was an annoying game there. Either way, he got unluckier than I did. I don't know how much it mattered in the end because I don't know what Como could have done other than like click Drain Punch, or sorry, click Knockoff on Como, which in the end is maybe something I kind of wanted in that position specifically because it meant I didn't have to switch all that time. And I could have just clicked the Drain Punch right away. It also gave me access to Substitute, which would have been nice in that position with the Drifblim because I'm always outspeeding it, so it has to attack me. But that was an annoying game for both sides. I think that final end game crit is kind of what screwed me in the end because it meant that I couldn't just keep Shadow Clawing and potentially like that crit specifically not killing or getting close to it at all was the end game. It was the killer. But so sorry about the bad game there, or my end. It was a great game in all. I loved that game, but I don't know why I went Como. I got a little reckless in the beginning there, which is just not something I needed to do. So hope you all enjoyed. Move on to the next battle. Bye bye.